federal government contractor and you're not bidding on state and local government opportunities, you're leaving money on the table. Let's take Texas as an example. Texas alone spends billions of dollars every year. For instance, what they spent on what we call historically underutilized businesses, this is like the WSB, Women-Owned Small Business, Veteran-Owned Small Business, in the last budgetary cycle was close to $1 trillion. Many of these contracts are easier to access and tailor-made for firms, small and medium-sized businesses like your own. Now let's take a look at why Texas is going to be a gateway into the state and local contracting world and why it's now time to diversify your business. Texas is the second largest economy in the United States, and they're spending big on everything from infrastructure to software and advisory services. These contracts can often match and sometimes even exceed federal scope in both frequency, scale, and monetary value. When we talk about just kind of IT and cybersecurity, let's just highlight one specific contract. In 2024, the Texas Department of Information Resources awarded a $171 million cybersecurity contract to SAIC. That's just one. There are hundreds and hundreds of other type of contracts for these type of services, whether it's hardware, networking, managed services, and compliance. It's there. And guess what? For anybody who is already on the GSA schedule, you're ahead of the game. Texas uses what's called TXMAS contracts, which are often built on federal vehicles, giving you a shortcut to eligibility. Now, it also goes into professional services. Now, the beautiful part about the way Texas takes a look at this is it's based on qualifications, not the lowest bid. That means if you have a strong portfolio of experience, you have a way into the door. This isn't a race to the bottom. Now, if you're thinking about, let's get into this, why do you register as a vendor? Well, it's easier than you think. Texas uses what's called the Centralized Master Bidders List, the CMBL. It's one low-cost registration and gives you access to over 1,600 state and local entities. Now, where do we find these opportunities? All state opportunities over $25,000 are posted on the Electronic State Business Daily, the ESBD. All agencies like TxDOT have bi-monthly bid lettings, so there are new projects almost every week. Plus, local governments use different platforms as well and post hundreds of solicitations. Now, don't just take my word for it. Let's just have one example. So, Boerne is investing $16.8 million in park upgrades this fall. That's just one. There are tons and tons of opportunities for qualified vendors at the state and local level. Now, diversity goals and small business edge, let's get into Texas. It sets aggressive spending targets for what we call historically underutilized businesses. These are kind of like the woman-owned small business, veteran-owned small business, that kind of jazz. It's 35% for professional services, 45% for commodities. State agencies track this and it goes into public reports so you can see where your firm might be able to help get those targets. So if you're a HUB certified company or continue one, you have a strong competitive edge because every opportunity over $100,000 requires what's called a HUB subcontracting plan. Now, you've already built the systems to win federal work. Now it's time to double your opportunity and apply those same strengths to the Texas market or the state and local market that's in your area. Make sure to register, certify, and subscribe to local bid platforms and go after that next contract. If you need any help, reach out to us at Squared Compass and we'll come and help you at squaredcompass.com.